cracking, guys? Welcome back to another Monday. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to go over last week. We can talk about some new stuff this week. You know how it goes. Really appreciative to everybody who actually sent in their responses for the question. Let's get in this. What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to yet again another episode of the Honda Recap. If this is your first time joining, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you're notified every Monday night at 6 p.m. West Coast time when this airs. Thank you all for joining me. What's up to everybody in Premiere? How are you all doing? How was your weekend? Man, it was a chill one. You can't really do much, obviously, but it was my birthday, so I kind of just hung out on Saturday. Didn't really do too much. Got to hang out a little bit at home, kind of do some personal stuff, you know, kind of got headphones on, just like it's my day. I get to do whatever it was that I wanted, you know, and I was going to work on the car, but man, just wanted to take care of some random stuff, dude, you know, so didn't really do too much, but I'm really excited. Another year older, another year wiser. We're gonna keep moving forward here, guys. We're gonna keep doing that. So how you all doing? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat right now. What did you guys do this weekend? Did you guys buy anything? Did you work on your car? You get any new games? You been doing anything with your time? Let's go. Let's talk about it. Like I said, this is your first time watching. Thanks for tuning in. We've been going over week to week different questions and answers, going over basically what you guys have responded to my questions on a weekly basis. I do, and I will be getting back to channels and things that have been going on. It's been slow personally, so I will be bringing a lot of that back. I know I've been saying that every single week, but you know what I mean? We'll get there, guys. We'll get there, but I've been really enjoying this. Has been like my ability to talk to you guys. So like I said, last week I asked you, where do you guys go to read articles and kind of get more informed in automotive stuff since magazines no longer really exist? Where are you guys going? Where is that happening? And shoot me some links or some places. All right, we're going to kick this off right here with Casey Howell, OG guy right here. We've got Honda Tuning Mag, hands down, is the best for Honda content. I started collecting car mags since I was 16. I have boxes full of them from Super Street, Import Tuner, Modified Mag, etc. I did subscribe to a few, but for me, it was all about the hunt. Not all stores had Honda tuning, so when I found one, it was awesome. I wasn't much into reading, but I could read all those articles many times over. To write an article in those magazines really took skill. They were inspiring, to say the least. From what the owners had to go through, from financial struggles to sourcing rare parts, to the years it took to build an amazing... As I type this, I take a moment and reminisce the good old days of print. I really do miss those days, brother. And from time to time, when I feel like giving up on finishing my car, I open those boxes and just read. With each turn of the page, just like the inspiration comes back, I get those warm, fuzzy feeling in the pit of my stomach. Something you get when you have something to look forward to. I agree. And just like we have a soft spot for 90s Hondas, we will always have a soft spot for magazines. We will be raised on them. Anyways, keep up the awesome work as usual. Thank you, man. And you know what? I agree with you completely. I wholeheartedly agree with you completely. When you open those magazines and you really start reading, you know, what they are inside and what it's taken to get there, and you're just kind of reading everything and you're kind of like understanding, like, these are just people's passions, and we all kind of have them. And it's really awesome to know that even though we kind of have them, everyone out there collectively has the same feeling in the pit of our stomachs when we're happy, and it's just sitting in there, even if it means you just like turning your car on to like make sure the battery doesn't die, you know what I'm saying? And no way, dude. I usually read interesting shit on Speed Hunter and the Chronicles, Japanese nostalgic car, Dogfight, Narita. Narita Dogfight, yeah. Good reading in my opinion, and some great builds. Anyways, hope you've been safe, and it's crazy out there right now. I completely agree. And yeah, you know what I mean? Narita Dogfight obviously has a lot of really good articles. They even have an awesome channel. And also, just gonna throw out some random, if you watch like Shoebox Racing, dude, that's another channel that's just amazing out there in Japan, covering a lot of track footage. We got another long one here, which I really like these. I really like these. I'm not gonna lie. We got Sideways G. Speed Hunters is the only current magazine-like media that I consistently follow anymore, with the familiar format of real effort and written word between the photos. I keep up with the Chronicles and Dogfight too, but they're not really the same to me. D-Sport magazine is still surviving in print, and I pick that up every now and then if it's got some interesting cars in it. Same with Car and Driver, and like the other some British magazines, Classic Sports Car and Motorsport. Agreed. that do some excellent special editions. I know that Super Street and Honda Tuning still exist in their magazine-like format online, but for some reason, I never click in the articles I see briefed on Instagram. I agree. It's a little different, right? It's a little different. Recently, I have even picked up a huge stack of old Honda Tuning mags on Craigslist, dating from before my subscription started in 2009, and I've been reading through those in my free time, so I don't know why I don't bother. I don't know why I don't bother with their online content. Maybe it's staring at the screen that turns me off. And that's a big thing that I think a lot of people talk about too, that it's different from sitting there and holding the magazine. Even if we get into the new era of like people that only ever understood the internet, I still feel like picking up a magazine and going through that feeling will kind of just be in our DNA. Whether you knew about it or not, you'll be reintroduced to that feeling. And I think that kind of feeling goes away when you're sitting on the internet scrolling because of Instagram and Twitter and all these other platforms where you're just kind of like constantly going through stuff. You don't really get that same feeling where you have to like stare at a picture and it's just in that magazine. Or no one's going to remember going to like Safeway and like just sitting there going through the magazine because like you didn't really have enough money to buy it, or you're waiting for your mom to finish shopping, but you're still sitting there going through like, 4x4 or Super Street or something like that. And you're like, this is the only time I'm going to get to see this magazine. All right, we got Giz Motorsports. I gotta learn how to say your name, dude, my bad. But I'm going way back. Turbo Magazine was before the internet. After that, it was Hybrid, Honda Forum, like Honda Tech. Honda Tech was a big one too. There's really not much innovation happening now with Hondas except for all-wheel drive, old school, and K-swapping other brands. What was the question again? Oh yeah, and the internet being what it is now, whatever info I'm interested in, all I need to do is Google it. That's a big thing too. The fact that the internet is at the fingerprints of the new society and the new enthusiasts that come in here. Magazines kind of became irrelevant. You didn't really need them. It wasn't really as important as they are or were then. And selling copies wasn't as important now because right now you're just, trying to get eyes on a page on the internet and you can just use ads or whatever it is that you actually need to really make that happen. So it is definitely different and I completely agree there. Jacob Izell, I miss getting import tuner and trucking. Oh yeah, trucking and Super Street Honda tuning in the mail. A lot of people miss that too. Right now it's just bills or like maybe someone sent you a card randomly, like my grandma sent me a card. But no one else is doing that. Obviously it was my grandma, you know what I'm saying? So things like that really kick in and you're just kind of like, oh, all right, well, that's cool. All right, guys, thanks for everybody who actually sent in messages. I really appreciate that. And it's just really interesting to see the difference in community from going from recapping on a weekly basis to being able to sit here and kind of communicate with you guys and talking to you guys. And I really, I can't say it enough that I really appreciate the guys that are actually in Premiere right now every Monday here to hang out. That means a lot. And, even if I'm not giving shout outs like every week, I'm really happy that you guys are here. The longer format is kicking in. I am trying to raise the quality. And one of the things I actually wanted to talk about today that was going to be a little different was the fact that we are ending here on 2020. 2021 is on its way, which means a whole new year and hopefully a new agenda and a new kind of timeline as to when and content and what we're trying to do here on the Honda Vlogs channel. So what I'd really like to say is obviously the recap isn't going away. I believe it's become a staple of right here on the Monday nights. A lot of people have basically said they miss it when it doesn't go on, and I'm really enjoying the longer form content as you guys can tell. So with that, hopefully I can start bringing that a little further. But my question to you also is, what other things do you want to see right here on the recap? Aside from longer content, podcasty, which might be something different. But I don't know. I don't really want to do like car reviews or something here on the recap. But I'm really excited that, next year we can keep this going another year. We're getting close to like 200. Maybe not. We're getting close to 200. I forget what we're at right now. But for the honesty, we're getting really close to a big number. We've well past 100. But we are going on like 2 years of this, maybe even 3 years of this, which is pretty insane, So like I said, next year I hope to have really, really fun stuff planned for the channel, for the recap, and hopefully get some of you guys that are watching here, right here. Obviously not next to me, but maybe we can put you like right here, and we can kind of have more conversations, call in, and have more discussions long term. This question I had for this week is going to be an interesting one because, like I said, this might be the last kind of recap that we might have this year. We might have one more, obviously, with there's Christmas and stuff like that. So My question this year to you is 2021. We saw what happened here in 2020 as far as cars. There was a million K-swaps. There was a lot of K-swaps going in cars that obviously didn't have K-swaps in them, let alone even different makes. There's now a K-swap Prius going out there, minivans, you know, there's J-swapped sand rails. There's a bunch of stuff going on right now. Then the all-wheel drive craze kicked in, which is insane now how many cars now have all-wheel. There's We F Shit Up out there in Southern California who has making bearing carriers. He did a lot of work kind of boosting the community there. There was S1 Built that now has a bolt-in all-wheel drive system for any make. So all-wheel drive definitely hit its mark here in 2020. Not that it never did before, but it definitely blew up in 2020. So next year, let's call it right now in the comments, right now, what is going to be the craze of 2021? Who wants to throw a dart and nail it right here? Is it going to be 1,500 horsepower cars are now the minimum? Because we remember when 300 or 400 is all you needed. Then you needed 6 to 7, and now 1,000. Now 1,000 is just, you know, now those are numbers. You know what I'm saying? So what's going to be the next craze in 2021? I've put a lot of thought into this and haven't really been able to pull anything out. I think the big thing that's going to happen in 2021 is there's going to be K-swaps in every other vehicle. I think that's going to be a big one. I really want companies maybe out there like Hasport, any other companies, Hybrid, any other companies, Innovative, who are going to start coming out with mount kits to allow the engines to bolt in just like they do OEM in a Honda, but S chassis. Replace the VQs. Get them into some 350s, Infinities. That platform needs some K-Series love, you know what I'm saying? Let's see some more mid-engine, obviously. What is it like? Toyota is another one that's just like we're putting K-Series as an MR2s. I think 2021 is going to be a big, big year with getting K-Series engines in chassis that never had them from the factory or never had them as a brand, obviously. You know what I mean? Like there hasn't really been a K-Swap Supra yet, but there is going to be very soon. S chassis, it doesn't really have too many K-Series, but they will. Baytech, shout out to Baytech, he actually put a K-Series turbo in an FD. We're starting to see a lot more of those. Obviously K-Series and MR2s. So the question to you guys is, aside from, that's my prediction, we've already kind of seen it happening, but I really want to see companies start to focus bringing the Honda engine and platforms to different platforms outside of Honda, but making kits for it, linkages, shifter boxes, mounts, ECU harnesses, making that all work because we need to take Honda reliability, power that we've already proven and starting to put it in other chassis. But like I said, in 2021, guys, what do you think is going to be the next craze? Let me know in the comments below. I'm actually incredibly interested because you guys got a lot of ideas. And if there's, you know, by chance anybody out here who is watching, who creates our items, you know what I mean? Like shout out to Track Tough Rob. He actually made a cooler neck for a K-swapped RX-A that Keep Gunnin' is doing. Aki, he's out there. They needed a special one to fit the head the way it is inside the car. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe there's companies out there that are thinking of ideas on how to take what they make for Honda and the engines and how to make them work in different platforms. So maybe we can give them a couple hints, or we can just talk right here in our little close-knit group that we have here on the Honda Recap channel. So let me know, guys. Let me know. To round out the year of 2020 and bring on to 2021, what do you think the next craze is going to be, or what is the next item that needs to like appear or manufacture out in 2021 that's going to revolutionize Honda? Because right now we haven't really been doing too much, to be honest with you. It's been true. Not too much has happened. Like I said, all-wheel drive really took things on the map. Holy crap, everyone's got all-wheel drive now. EF, EK, EG, whatever you wanted, you can now have it. Turbo, we can do whatever we want on it now. You know what I'm saying? So what is going to push Honda outside of what exists already in 2021? Let me know in the comments below, guys. That's all I have for this week. A little bit of short one, but Merry Christmas if you never see anybody. Happy holidays if we don't see you guys next week. And we, as in me, obviously. Thank you all for joining me for another episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up and that bell so you are notified every Monday night, 6 p.m. when this airs West Coast time. Head over to HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up a shirt or a hoodie or anything you guys want to support the channel. And Let me know if there's anything you guys would want. I have new stickers on the site, so definitely check it out. Hit the link in the description below, HondaVlogs.com/shop. Pick yourself up something for New Year's. Christmas is a little late, might not get there, but it'll still get there, guys. I appreciate everybody who has already. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.